Thank you so much, team, for joining in. I hope you enjoyed that clip of Tesla's full self-driving software where it showcases the car driving itself. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about compound interest and how it works in the stock market space. I'm going to talk about the mindset that I take into every single investment and when I'm adding to my portfolio. And then I'm also going to share more clips of Tesla and their breakthrough software that they've created in-house, labeled FSD, which stands for full self-driving, which is what you just saw. I'm going to share more of those clips at the end of the video. So thank you so much for joining, team. Before we get into that, let's roll that. Welcome back, team. If you're new, my name's George and welcome to Island Money. So before I go any further, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that continues to show support, send me messages and just view my content. It's so good knowing that there's other people watching these videos other than my three sisters and my mother. Look, even though I appreciate you girls and mom, love the views, thank you so much for watching. It's not about that. I'm just glad that a lot of you are taking your own steps into doing your own research and actually exploring the stock market space. That was the whole goal, and it looks like I'm slowly achieving that. Boring stuff out of the way first, team. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. My content is made for entertainment purposes only. If you want any advice, I can give you advice on how to hide stuff you've broken from your family members. Okay, if you go to their house, you use something and it breaks, I know how to hide that stuff. Ask my sisters, I can give you advice on that. All right, I've done it to all of them. Let's get into it, team. So understanding compound interest, we first need to take a few steps back and understand how interest works itself. Let me simplify the two most common ways you will encounter interest and the positive and negative impact it can have on your wallet. So when you borrow money, normally that has a negative impact on your wallet because you have to end up paying an interest fee back to the lender. Now, when you save money, that normally has a positive impact on your wallet because you receive an interest fee for having your money saved. Now, when it comes to the stock market, as an investor, it normally has a positive impact on your wallet because as you invest into a company and their stocks, your expectation is that that investment's going to grow. You're not investing to lose money, right? You have the idea that you're investing to grow money. Now, there's always a possibility that you're going to lose money and possibly lose all of it, but you don't go into the investing space wanting that or thinking that. Your intention is to have this investment grow. And this is where compound interest works. If we take a look at this in an actual compound calculator, you can see how an investment will grow over the years. Now, very impactful if you're younger and you're just starting and you're maybe got 30, 40 years of investing in you. So let's say you started off with $1,000, which is, quite reasonable, I reckon. Not out of this world, and you were expecting a 10% annual return rate. Now, let's say you had 40 years in you, so you're starting off in your 20s or even mid 20s or even early 30s, and you got 40 years of investing in you. And let's just say weekly, you could just do $50 a week. Oh, wrong area, put down here. So again, nothing out of this world, $50 a week. I know people in Rara can afford that. I know I can afford that. I know a lot of people that drink more than that, smoke more than that, spend more on takeaways than that every week. So I don't think that's unreasonable. Now, if we calculated that you had $1,000 starting balance of an investment, you would expecting a 10% investing interest rate every year, and you did that for 40 years, as well as you were able to contribute $50 to your investment every week, you can see down here that your investment value would be $1,442,000. You would have contributed only $100,000 over 40 years, which is really not a lot. It's $50 a week. You would have profited over $1 million. So that's how compound interest works. You're just continuously earning 10% on more and more and more each year over the lifetime of your investment. Now, if you truly think that 10% is, not realistic, let's break it down and just did 5%, half of that. Even if you were going to expect about a 5% return on your investment, you can see here that you would still profit about $230,000. And that's just from your initial investment of $1,000 and just adding $50 a week over 40 years. That's still a hell of a lot of money, if you ask me. Now, if you think that 10% is not realistic, let's have a look at what the S&P has returned over its lifetime. So S&P is an ETF which you can invest in, and let's have a look. S&P 500 return over life. Let's have a look. So, according to historical records, the average annual return since its inception in 1926 through 2018 is approximately 10 to 11%. So you can see that that's not unrealistic when I had 10% in the compound calculator. Oh, wrong one. This one. Look very similar to those apps. So you can see when I had that at 10%, I wasn't actually pulling your leg. It is actually possible, an average return rate of 10%. So, if you started off a little bit heavier and had $10,000 invested and you were able to contribute $100 a week, you can see that over the lifetime of 40 years, you would contribute $218,000. That can't even buy you a house these days. You would profit over $3 million if you were to earn a return rate of 10%, which you've seen using the S&P. That's the historic data that's possible. That is the true benefits of compound interest. Now that you have a clear understanding of how compound interest works in the stock market, you can clearly see that you don't always need your money in a savings account under a bank to earn interest. There's many opportunities out there if you're willing to look and put the time and research into your investment. You should be able to earn a substantial amount over the many years. Unfortunately, something as simple as compound interest is not a topic you see spoken about in an everyday island home, or it's not what I can remember part of schooling that they really focus or dive deep into. They don't teach you at school how to spend money, how to invest money, how to save money. You might get the odd subject through accounting that probably brushes through that, but it's up to me to share my experiences and everything I've learned throughout my investment journey with my audience. And I've come to understand that this is how wealthy and rich people stay wealthy, is by using methods such as compound interest to invest their money and grow it substantially over the years of the investment life. So leading into my second topic I wanted to talk about briefly, team, was the mindset I take into every investment opportunity that I'm about to execute and how I view money. So whenever I have spare dollars to invest, every single dollar to me is a new employee that's joining my company. So I'm the CEO, I'm the co-founder of my company. My partner is obviously the other co-founder. So we look at every single spare dollar as an employee, and the goal is to have that employee go to that company and work its butt off so that it attracts more employees to my company, so more dollars to my company. So whenever an employee is working his ass off, and her ass off, his ass off, you know, not biased here, and they're attracting more people to my company, that's a benefit. Whenever I have an employee go to a company and start slacking off and actually calling in sick, you know, had a big weekend on the Steinies, you know, that's not what you want. So having that mindset of I'm running my own business here, it does a few things, right? It enables you to take it serious. So you ask more questions, do more research, you take your time, you do more analysis, because in your mindset, you know, owning a business outside of owning a home is one of the more privileged things you can do growing up. So if you treat it seriously and look at it as if it's your own business and every single dollar is an employee and their goal is to go out and attract more people to your company, right? In other words, they go out and make more money and add more money to your portfolio, then I believe that you will take things more seriously as well. And rather than rush through decisions, make poor decisions, but you'll also be willing to learn from your mistakes. If you do make any mistakes, you're not just going to brush them off and say, that was nothing. So it gives me a mindset where I take investing much more seriously than I may have, you know, when I first started. So to wrap things up, team, no secret, I'm heavily invested in Tesla. It's my #1 stock company that I'm invested in my portfolio. And I would love to leave you with some more clips on their full self-driving release that they've been working on. So they've been working on it for many years, and it's just got better and better and better over the years. But it's seriously groundbreaking technology. You know, having a car drive itself from point A to point B is just, you know, that's stuff that you would have seen in movies and you would have never thought would ever come to fruition or be real, you know, in my lifetime anyway. So I'm going to leave you with so many of these awesome clips to check it out. The car's driving itself. Imagine, Rara, you're on a Sunday, you pop outside, you jump in your car, you program it to take you to Muri Beach, and you're just cruising. While it's just cruising down the road through Mataveta all the way down to Muri. You know, that's what the future's gonna be like, and is already like in certain places of the world, like America. You'll see these clips. So sit back, relax, team. Thank you again for joining in. Remember, be kind, look after each other, and I'll be dropping another video next week sometime. But again, thank you for tuning in. It's your boy, G.